Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we're looking into the disappearance of Kathryn Marie Rahe, and we're going to look at some Jane Does to see if you think one of them might be her. She went missing November 3rd, 1981 from Spokane, Washington. She was only 24 years old. She was 5'7" to 5'8", 130 pounds. She was wearing a green an orange ski coat, a brown sweater with green and brown horizontal stripes, blue jeans, wooden sandals with a flower on the toe strap, and a gold wedding ring with a diamond, carrying a wine-colored clutch purse. She often wore flowers in her hair. She had dark brown hair with hazel brown eyes. Her nickname was Kathy. Some agencies refer to her as Kathryn Rahe Gregory or Kathryn Gregory. Whoops, not Kathryn. Yeah, Kathryn Rahe Gregory or Kathryn Gregory. She has a bulbous nose and a mole on her left wrist. She has a rice tooth on the left side of her mouth, a second tooth from the center, which is visible when she smiles. She has previously fractured her left arm twice. She was last seen at a graduate level statistics course in Spokane, Washington on November 3rd, 1981. She's never been heard from again. Her vehicle was recovered after her disappearance. She was employed as a nurse in 1981 and was hoping to pursue another degree. Her family describes her as a gifted student and dedicated nurse. She married 18 months prior to her disappearance and lived with her husband on South Dakota Street in Spokane. Her loved ones believe that she is deceased and her case remains unsolved. So, 5'7", 5'8", 24 years old, November 3rd, 1981. And I wanted to stop and mention that they do have a scholarship, Kathy Rahe Scholarship. You can go to kathyrahescholarship.org to find more information about it. They have a letter there that talks about her. She was the third child of George and Patricia Rahe. George was a graduate student of UCLA and returned to Korean War and a returned Korean War veteran. Patricia was a former secretary for the FBI. They had two older children, Teresa, Terry, and Diane. Their son Paul arrived in 1961, completing the family. So there's a letter that talks about Kathy and her family. And there's also, they take donations, they have history, you can apply for the scholarship, and they have contact information. So I thought that I should throw that in there. This is an unidentified female discovered on December 30th, 1981. Now you have to remember she went missing, discovered, I don't know why I get this, discovered December 30th, 1984, not 1981, but she was discovered in 1984, and she died 2 months prior. So she went missing in 81, but you can see there's a photo of her, and there's the photo, so you can see if you think this could be her. It's really far away. She's 5'3" to 5'7", age 16 to 25, blonde or dark blonde short hair with some curl, even though it shows the brown right there. And so this is one person. And then we'll look at the next one. See, 1981 to 1984, so that's a long time. And then we have this one, and this one, I don't know, it just looks a lot like her in the face. Hold on, I'll show you. See, there's her face here. You look at her face and her nose and her eyes and her hair. Anyway, this one is dated discovery 1991, and this is really far away, and they don't know when she died. And she would have been 30 to 49 years old, which, if you know, after so long, and she was a little bit too short. So good teeth, and it talks about this person. So now we're going to go on to the next person. March 28th, 1996. Now this one was found in Lynn County, Oregon. It doesn't say when they would have died. It just says years prior. She was 19 to 45, so they don't have a lot of information, and there wasn't a lot recovered. The descendant skull was located in a field in eastern Linn County, Oregon on March 28, 1996. So, and I'm not sure how far Linn County, Oregon is from Spokane, Washington. But I guess I could look it up, right? Linn County, Oregon. I might can look it up. My computer over to Linn County, Oregon. That's pretty far away too. 7, 8 hours, but. And this one, to me, this one looks a lot like her in the face too. See, I'll show you. Hold on. There's her. And there's her. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, so this one was found in Hunter, Greene County, New York. 1980 to 1990 is when they died. Okay? Age 30 to 50 years old. She was only 24, so no height, no weight. The victim was located on Platte Cove Road in Hunter, New York, August 15, 2002. So, and then we have this one. This one was in Maryland, discovered 1982. Estimated death early spring 1982. She may have died up to 10 years prior. 17 to 27, she may have been as old as 45 years old. 5'2" to 5'6", 100 to 130 pounds. Dark brown, wavy, and medium length hair. Natural color may have been reddish brown. Previous back and feet injuries. She may have been a dancer or gymnast. Extensive dental procedures. Some of which are consistent with those performed by dental students, including 2 crowns on left front teeth, a root canal, and numerous fillings. She had 1 gold-filled tooth on the right upper side, so I don't know. I don't think that was her. The victim was located by mushroom hunters in a steamer trunk footlocker located off a gravel roadway in Granville State Park, Frederick, Maryland, on August 24, 1982. The trunk had leaves and sticks scattered over it, but it was not hidden. She was known as Cheerleader in the Trunk or Woman in the Trunk. Her case has been featured on television programs, The New Detectives, and Final Justice, although this media attention failed to identify the victim. Okay, and then we have this one, Florence Lane, Oregon. Where's that at in comparison? And you would have think by now they would have found her. This is 8.5 hours away. Wow. So Florence Lane, Oregon, partial skeleton parts only. Unknown adult. Female. And a lot of times if they don't know, they'll put it under male, whether it's female or male, if they don't know which one it is. So she could be there, I don't know. And then we have, this one is Deschutes County, Oregon. Years prior, it has soft tissues, so I don't think that could be her because of the soft tissues, because that's 2013, 18 to 60 years old. So I don't think they'd have soft tissues after that many years. So I'm going to get rid of that one. Okay, so we have 2013, Colorado, a skull only, female. Skull was found in a cauldron in a shed of a vacated residence at 1250 Klein Street that was on the market to be sold. The sex of the descendant was initially unknown. And we have this one, Port Jervis, Orange County, New York, 1995 or earlier. They don't know when she died. Partial skeletal remains, human cranium was recovered, teeth are missing. No other bones were recovered. 25 to 50 years old. The nose of the female was prominent. May be helpful. So, yeah. And then we have this one in Alabama. 21 to 40 years old. She's the right height and right weight. Remains were found of a badly decomposed white female approximately 30 feet away from Highway 5. So, somebody dumped this person along the highway. And that one could be her. It's really far away, but it still could be. This one's in Mississippi. And 410 all the way to 5'6". So, a cranium was found in a wooded area behind 583 East Pratcher Road. Both left and right femora were found nearby, along with a piece of clothing, a gold necklace, and a car jack. So, but you think they would find her remains by now, right? You don't think? So, 24 years old, about 5'7", 130 pounds, Spokane, Washington. So what do you think? This one, because I noticed a little tooth right there. And I don't know, so. But I'll try to go through all the ones that could fit, that could possibly be her. And I just don't know. It's just. And this one's really far away. And it would be 10 years later. But yeah, the nose, to me, the nose and the hair reminded me a lot of her. And it would be 10 years later. But I don't, it's really far away. And she's a little bit too short. So, I don't know. Because it says 5'5". And she's 5'7". So, but yeah. And then we have the one in Oregon. Another one in New York. And this one in Maryland. I don't think so. We're going to get rid of this one too. Because was she a dancer? Did she take dancing classes? Is that what it said? Was this one? Yeah. I don't know. And I don't know if she had extensive dental. I don't think so, but I don't know. You know, it's hard. It's hard because I don't have the information that I need. And I'm not, you know. I'm not one who would know anyway. But these are the ones that would fit. I tried to go through all of those that I could find that had been found that could fit her. And I don't think it would be Mississippi. It could be Alabama. But I don't know. I don't think. Colorado. It's just a skull in Colorado. The skull was found in a cauldron in a shed of a vacated residence. That's crazy. And this one's in Oregon. So you would think that somebody would have found something by now. A hiker discovered a human mandible south of... So... This one has the dentals available. I would think that maybe the Oregon ones would be closer, right? Because it would be closer to where she lived. And this one says 30 to 50 years old, so it would be too old, but I don't know. This one, I don't know. And this one was located on Platte Cove Road, Hunter, New York. But so far away. So what do you think? Do you think one of them even could be her? Do you think they never found her remains? After all this time, do you think they never found her remains in 1981? I would think by now that they did find her remains somewhere, at least some of her remains. So, and I don't know who it would be, but if I had to guess, I would probably think maybe one of the ones in Oregon, right? But I don't know, because you know, did somebody hang on? I don't know. I just can't see them never finding any of her remains after all this time, right? But who knows? It's really sad. Here she was 24 years old. Young, beautiful, her whole life ahead of her. Focusing on her future, studying, going to school, studying to be a nurse, trying to have a better future, going to work, and I think she was going to work and going to school, right? So she's so focused on everything. That is really sad. So she was employed as a nurse, and she was in a graduate level statistics course. So it sounds to me, and nurses, being a nurse is hard work. So she was really focused. And she was only 24 years old, and that's so sad. But anyway, don't forget to stop in to pray for her family and her loved ones, and that they find her remains. And I'm betting they have found them already somewhere, right? But hopefully. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Let me know what your thoughts are. There's her nose, and I don't know. That one, she really looks like... I know it's impossible because it's so far away. But I look at her nose and her eyes and her hair. I know it's impossible, but I don't know. Anyway, please let me know. Leave comments. Let me know what your thoughts are. And thank you for tuning in. Have a great day. Bye-bye.